The following live stream may include adult language and themes. How could we know for sure? Hasn't happened yet. Anyway, viewer discretion is advised. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Grimstone Gaming's Once Upon a One Shot. Once Upon a One Shot is the monthly community game where anyone in our Discord server can submit a call to adventure to run a one-shot adventure of any system they like. And February's adventure is going to be run by Erika! Hi, Erika! Thanks,
Hey,
so
everybody.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here. What are we playing tonight?
So we are playing Never Stop Blowing Up, which is Dimension 20's system that they wrote based on Kids on Bikes, Kids on Brooms. So it's super exciting. This is my first time running it. I think this is everyone's first time playing it. And I'm really excited because I've been wanting to run a Never Stop Blowing Up adventure since I watched the Dimension 20 season this fall. So it's going to be super exciting.
Yay! All right. Go ahead, take it away. It's all yours from
Sweet.
here.
Awesome. So we are playing Never Stop Blowing Up. This is the W.O.R.S.T, aka the World Organization of Really Special Talent, in this episode called Fist of Death. And if everyone is ready, we'll switch into game mode.
Let's
We
do
ready?
this.
3, 2,
Oh.
1.
Oh yeah.
I didn't wait for the countdown.
That's all good. So we brought out our sunglasses for this adventure of action heroes. And I figured we would jump right into, put our players right in the action as we get to everyone's character. We'll have them stop, introduce themselves, and kind of give a little rundown of who their characters are. So we are on the road in, it's midnight, it's dark outside. We're somewhere between Arizona and Nevada. It is just wide open road, desert, flat, nothing around except the flickering lights of a truck stop on the side of the road. It's like the yellow hazy light. There's bugs flying all around, close to the lights that illuminate all of the gas pumps. And pulling in to the parking lot is the Pork Chop Express. And driving the Pork Chop Express is exactly the person you would picture driving a big rig like this. We have Big Rig Burke. Will you please describe what your character looks like?
Well, if you can just imagine the most glorious mullet that you've ever seen, barely contained are his pecs in a wonderful tank top, tight jeans, as he hops out of the truck, ready to do some work. He takes his magnetic belt buckle and clips it back on, so big he can't sit with it. Lights up a cigarette. Turns off his CB radio.
Awesome. We hear the radio. Go ahead.
Gotta piss. Be right back.
We hear the door slam to the big rig. In the back, because the door is so heavy, as it closes, it kind of reverberates around the entire 18-wheeler. In the back airwave, you can feel the vibrations, knowing that Big Rig just got out of the car.
Oh, hey, how about you make it louder next time? That totally won't throw me off my work. You can just see airwave. Not as glorious of a mullet as Big Rig, but pretty. It's definitely a noticeable mullet. He's got like the big square air glasses, grungy leather jacket. it's in jeans, and you see him kind of like hunching over this very impressive computer that you're set up that definitely looks shittily put together. So you have like 3 screens sort of side by side that are like you could breathe on them and they would fall onto the floor, but for now they work. You've got like on one side you've got like a whole bunch of code just running in streams, almost straight out of the Matrix. The screen in the middle you can just see it looks to be just a bunch of emails, and then on the third screen is just Galaga, but Airwave swears that's important as well. He's kind of you just see him kind of clicking and clacking on his keyboard as fast as he can. Just look, I've got to go through all of this data that we picked up, and unfortunately, it's a tedious process. So I would appreciate it if you didn't interrupt me.
Airwave, I need you to make a tech check as something pops up like a notification on your screen.
Okay, fantastic.
Easy DC1 tech check.
I have a -3 to all tech check DCs. So this.
I do have a minus.
Because I'm studied in tech plus the hacker.
Cool.
All right. Let's see. D4. Let's see. Can I roll a 1? I rolled a 1.
Thankfully, it was a -2 tech check based on your -3 to all tech checks.
Oh dear.
You succeed as a notification window pops up showing a map of a kind of a Google Maps type thing, and you see a red ping about 5 miles down the road at the warehouse where you just dropped off Viper. Viper, you are outside of this warehouse in truly the middle of nowhere in the desert, and you are looking for the Colonel. You know that he was recently abducted, and his geolocator that has is embedded in him from his days in the military has pinged him at this location out here in the desert as you're trying to kind of break in to this warehouse.
What do I see as I look around? Are there any signs of like where someone might have set up a camp or something? Or
yeah, so this is a like very dilapidated warehouse. There's like barbed wire fence that's fallen over, like that was gating the outside. It kind of looks like an old airplane hangar situation. So there are metal doors, a roof with some skylights on the top. And then outside, you're kind of hiding off to the side. Outside the like main doors, you see 2 like not unlike Big Rig, just kind of like jacked men holding machine guns.
Oh boy. I would I would like to remove my tube of lipstick from my handbag, apply a nice coat, and then from the bottom I would like to discharge little darts of sleeping drafts.
Amazing.
1 into each of their necks.
That is fantastic. Make a weapons check for me, please.
Oh boy.
Because it's one of your gadgets. We'll say this is fairly easy. This is a DC1 weapons check. For everyone who's unfamiliar with Never Stop Blowing Up, everyone starts with a D4 and every single stat, the 9 stats in the game. And if you roll max damage on that die, your die blows up. And then you get to roll the next highest die for that skill check, making kind of the DCs easier along the way.
Well, I did not blow up, but I did roll a 2.
Oh, you froze for a second.
Oh,
on
did
my
I?
Screen.
I'm sorry.
I heard you did not blow up,
but I rolled a 2.
Perfect. So 2 darts eject themselves from the bottom of your lipstick and go right into the necks of the guards out front, and you hear them kind of look at each other like, whoa, before they slump down against the wall, fully asleep. Colonel, you wake up strapped to a chair.
Oh boy.
In what feels like some kind of interior room. You don't know if you're in a basement. You don't know if you're like in a building somewhere, but there's no windows. and you're like belted to a wooden chair.
Oh, so it's that kind of night.
It's an extraction job.
Like leather straps.
Yeah, leather straps.
I'd like to use my impossibly large muscles to just try and like straps. Yeah.
Cool. Make a brawl check for me as you try and like break through the straps with just like the force of your biceps.
Okay. Ball.
And all the other ones.
That's 2.
Yeah. It's a 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So you break through one of them, the other gives you some struggle. And so you've got one arm free, but you're able to kind of use your free hand now to undo the buckles on the other side and set yourself free. There's a door into the room that is like there's no one else in this room. It's just you in a chair, and there's a door on the far side.
All right. I will run to the door.
Okay. You run to the door, it's locked. And we'll cut away as you realize the door is locked back to Big Rig. You finished using the bathroom.
You don't want to roleplay that? No, I'm kidding.
And as you leave the inside of the truck stop, there are 2 kind of burly men on the outside also wearing like the white tank top and jeans look, and they crack their knuckles and look at you, and they're like, well, if it ain't the driver of the Pork Chop Express, we thought the worst was in town tonight.
Oh, snap.
You boys sure you want to do this? Because I got 2 fists and a bad habit of winning.
I was waiting for it. It's so good. I'm going to break so often.
Is this a drinking game? Should we have clarified? For all of you playing at home.
God,
I'll
Drink.
drink home every time I break, which will be many times this evening. Everyone has to take a drink.
Thank God I've got that cake downstairs.
That's dangerous. That's what I'm having, James.
Extremely dangerous.
Yes, it is.
They look back at you and they're like, you know why you're in town, and we're here to stop you. You can't take the colonel from us.
And here I thought that the worst thing in my life was my ex-wife. Can you stop talking and let's fight?
Gross.
Bring it on. And so they're gonna try and 2v1 you in hand-to-hand combat. I need you to make a contested brawl check with them. They have rolled 3 on their brawl, so you'll have to
gotta blow up, man.
That.
Gotta get
this
that
is a
4.
brawl check.
This is a brawl check.
Okay, I'm not resisting it.
Not unless you want to.
I think so. I can lower the DC of a tough check by 3 when resisting a brawl check.
Okay.
So this wouldn't obviously be hurting them, but they rolled a 3.
They rolled a 3. Yep. So you'd be making a tough check to I guess
at 0. Okay.
At 0.
Okay. I rolled a 3.
Cool. You dodge out of their blows, and do you punch back?
Sure. Yeah, of course. I think so.
Cool. That'll be a brawl check against their. So you roll brawl first, then I'll roll tough to see how much damage. They do.
I see. Okay.
That is a 2.
2. Okay. They roll a 3, so they again are dodging out of the way of your blows. It kind of glances across one of the guys, like collarbone or cheekbone, as they just kind of miss their face. Airwave, you can hear something going on in the parking lot from the back of the Big Rig.
Okay. He just gets out of his chair. Is there anything I'm trying to see? Because all I have in my inventory is a knife, a portable computer, and a pair of roller skates. Is there anything else here in the truck? Like, did Big Rig happen to keep a weapon in the truck or something?
Does Big Rig have a weapon in the truck?
Have a weapon in the truck. 100% he does. Big Rig, what's in the truck?
So Big Rig, has a Tech 9 semi-automatic pistol, and he also has, just glancing, you see that, and you also see a Guan staff, which is a Chinese martial arts staff.
Yes.
I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take the staff, and I'm just gonna hold it like a baseball bat.
That checks out.
And are you jumping out of the back? You're like rolling up the back door of the trailer.
You just see him jump. Eric just jump out of the back of the trailer, just walk over to the two guys, and just whack them on the head with a stick.
Amazing. Make a brawl check.
Yeah, it's gonna be a brawl check. Okay, it's
Oh,
a
this is
D4.
great.
That's a 4. We blow up.
Yay!
Okay. So, all right. So
Now
now
you
we're
roll
at a
the
D6.
D6.
So
Yep.
4 plus 1 on the D6. So that's a 5 brawl check.
Excellent.
Brawl check. You knock out and incapacitate one of the men. Big Rig, you see Airwave out of his natural habitat with with your spear, just baseballing, like hitting a home run into the back of this guy's skull.
Ouch.
Absolutely insane performance from Airwave. You've never seen anything like this before.
The Star Wars kid.
It's all the monster he's drinking, I'm telling you.
That's right. I told you, kid, it's all in the reflexes.
Reflux? Oh.
No, that's what I go to my doctor for.
We cut back to Viper. You've just downed the 2 guards outside, and you are slipping into this warehouse.
Yep.
Inside, you can see it really was like an old plane hangar, and they have like a wide variety of old military vehicles. There's like, there's a tank at the back. There is, a series of Jeeps. Just anything that could have like vaguely been used on a like military tour is in this kind of large hangar area. And there's a set of offices in the back, and as you kind of slip in, are you being sneaky? Are you trying to, like, what is going through Viper's head?
I think that Viper is naturally pretty I don't want to sneaky is not the right word, because that I think involves a lot more conscious effort. I don't think she has to be consciously sneaky. I think she's normally just very quiet and self-assured and moves with a purpose. So half the time people just don't even notice her, because she walks like she's supposed to be there, and she knows where she's going. So she's not trying to be surreptitious. She's not trying to hide necessarily, but she is trying to find the Colonel.
Cool. You slip on a pair of sunglasses that Airwave gave you earlier. And like clicking a button on the side, the sunglasses overlay a 3D map of the building.
Oh, fancy.
And you can see a like red dot pinging in the basement of this building, which is definitely where the Colonel is.
Huh. Well, that's a neat trick. I'm going to follow it down to the basement.
Follow it down to the basement. In the hallway, as you head down the stairs, you see 3 more goons with large machine guns. Standing there, and they kind of notice you first, and you can see one look at the other and be like, "Intruder!"
I would like to whip up my umbrella that you can see in my artwork. I always have, and just sort of like open it indoors. Like, it's just such a mundane gesture, but it releases this like more sleepy powder, because that's just what she does. She's just throwing drugs everywhere. That's what she's got.
Amazing.
A whole lot of melatonin.
Just a whole lot of powdered melatonin
Yep.
in the air.
It's super safe, and they will feel so great when they wake up.
They'll wake up well rested. More beautiful than they went to bed the night before.
Exactly.
Yes, child. Yes.
In fact, maybe that's my little like signature move. I'm really into healthcare, so I'll leave them like a little packet of moisturizer for
You're like sponsored by like
great.
Glossier.
Yes.
It's fun for a spa day.
That is wild.
Practice healthcare.
Amazing.
That is wild.
Colonel, give me a brawl check as you pull on this locked door to see if you can get it open.
Instead of even trying to pull on it, can I just use a full head of steam and just like lower my shoulder into it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that was cocked. Let me try this again. Oh god, 2 again.
Two. That's okay. It's a weak door. As you like plow through it, you plow into one of the goons in the hallway, flattening them against the wall on the other side. As you can see, a sleep powder mist settling over the rest of the guards, and closing her umbrella on the other side of the hallway is the Viper. Um, Before the goons fell asleep, though, one of them did yell intruder, and you guys hear an alarm going off and red lights flashing as you're trying to evacuate this building. But we're going to cut back to the brawl against Big Rig and Airwave. The last standing goon is going to try to turn around and punch you, Airwave. He's gonna make a brawl check, and you're going to make a tough check. He rolled a 1, so you have to get higher than a 1 on your tough check.
I got a 2.
Yes! You dodge out of the way, leaving an opening for Big Rig if you want to take the final brawl, final punch of this guy.
Well, Big Rig is going to take the knife out of his boot and throw it at the guy's back.
Amazing. Perfect.
That would be a 4.
We blow up!
We blow up!
We blow up, and so I rolled a 6, right?
You rolled
now
a
you
6.
roll 6.
On a blow up.
That's only a 1. That's only a 1.
That's okay. We got
That's
a
okay.
5 to land the knife right in between the guy's shoulder blades.
Ooh.
And you see him just sag to the ground.
Woof.
Well, that'll do.
Here's your stick back.
That's pretty important. That is a Guin. Can you say Guin? And he offers him a cigarette.
Guin. I don't need Guin. I don't smoke. All right, I'm going back to my computer. I'm probably gonna need to run comms.
Okay, I'll
You
have yours. And he sticks 2 cigarettes in his mouth and lights both of them.
Oh my god.
Airway is as you get back into the back of the 18-wheeler, alarms are also going off on all of your computer screens.
They broke it.
They're flashing red and alerting you that Viper and Colonel, there is something going on with them.
I leave my desk for a minute and everything goes to shit.
You can assume that at least Viper has some kind of like earpiece communication in with you at all times.
I was going
Viper.
to put through if I could when the Colonel knocks out the door, and since there's like she uses a bunch of powder and things, she has not only a comm but like a breathing filter device as well, and she'll toss a set to the Colonel so he can. You got a thing to put in your ear and a thing to put in your nose.
Colonel Array, who, to be clear, looks exactly like some sort of Soviet-era East German science experiment gone horribly, horribly right, takes the earpiece, puts it in, and then as he has like the nose thing in his hand, looks at the sleeping powder gas, whatever that's floating around, just wipes it away and just walks forward.
Nice. The like force of your arm muscles is like, you know, a little 10-mile-an-hour breeze as it just kind of clears the hallway of the sleep dust. Airway, you're on comms with them. And alarms
Viper,
are going.
what did you do?
I did nothing. The Colonel came barreling out of a door, and now the alarm is going off. We're going to steal a vehicle and be out in no time. It's fine.
Cool. Let me see if I can at least turn the alarm off.
That'd be stellar.
You got it.
Make
I'm gonna see if...
a tech check to kind of hack into the warehouse's security system and see if you can turn off.
Okay. I have a question.
Yeah.
Because I have studied in tech, which gives -3 to DC to all tech checks, but I also have hacker, which is -3 DC to tech when hacking computer databases and the like.
Ooh.
Do those stack?
That's a great
Wow.
question.
That's a really good question.
Because if that does, that means it's a -6, and I'm still running a D4 in tech.
I really want to say they stack because I think that that's cool as hell, and I don't know if that's actually true, but that's gonna be my rule right now.
Fantastic.
So whatever the DC you're setting is, it automatically subtracts 6. All right,
It's
let's
gonna
see.
be a DC 4 tech check, so it's a -2 DC tech check.
Awesome.
Okay, so as long as I don't break the laws of physics, we'll be good. That's a 4 on the D4 for tech, so it blows up.
Roll the 6. Roll that 6.
Roll a 6.
Come
Come
on
on,
now.
come on. Papa needs a 6. And Papa gets a 6.
Woo!
Double blowing up. Double blowing up. We are at a D8 in tech. Give me 1 second to update that on my sheet. There we go. And
This
that's a
game's
1
fantastic.
that's a 1 on the D8.
Right, you
Okay,
got an 11
okay,
total tech
okay.
check.
Okay, but here's the thing. I also have on my sheet that once
yeah.
per session, I can treat a 1 as a max roll. Now I'm debating
is
if I
true.
want to do that to keep the chain going, or if I want to save that for later.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I think what I'll do is I will save that for later.
Yes.
However, I do have this other ability to accept the 1 to gain half turbo tokens of that die value.
Ooh,
So
do
I-
it.
Ooh.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that to immediately gain 4 turbo tokens.
Amazing.
Since nobody
Awesome.
has failed yet,
No, no.
Nobody is
these will be useful to have on hand later.
I love it. So you get an 11 total tech check. This is like the easiest mainframe you've ever hacked into. You have no idea who this organization is, but their IT is nothing compared to your hacking skills.
Once I'm done hacking, I'm gonna send an email to their CEO saying, "Hey, you guys may want to consider getting a cybersecurity consultation. Your software is shit."
The
Kick 'em
alarm
while they're down.
stops going off for you, Colonel and Viper, as you guys try and make a break out of the warehouse. It did alert the rest of the goons, though, and you can see that they start kind of funneling into the hallway with their guns and like nunchucks and other kind of like weaponry that they're going to try and use to subdue you guys. Big Rig, you know that they're only like 5 miles down the road at this warehouse.
Do I have my
Well,
gear, by the way?
I heard.
You have your gear. It was like in a pile in the corner of the room.
Great. Fantastic.
Well, Big Rig doesn't wanna. He heard that they were looking for vehicles. Overheard that. That's all he heard. He was over. He was over radar. Radar? Is that right? Am I wrong?
Comms, whatever. Yeah.
Oh no. What's your character's name?
Airwave.
Airwave. My bad.
You're
bad. I
good.
don't know why radar. What the hell's wrong?
That could be a nickname.
He doesn't have any of that technological mumbo jumbo in his ears. He just was standing over Airwave's shoulder and overheard vehicle. He's already in the front of the Big Rig, lighting up another cigarette, turns it on, and starts driving.
Amazing. Are you driving reasonably down the road, or should you make a drive check?
The Pork Chop Express never drives reasonably. Let's
Amazing.
roll some drive.
No.
Right, give me a DC2 drive check to peel out, like on 2 wheels, out of this truck stop.
Beautiful.
And start heading down the highway.
That is a 2. Wait, hold on. Is that?
Wait, where are you going? Okay, I guess we really have to have a vehicle.
We're
of our own
driving
now.
to you. We're driving
where?
to you.
I thought you were
You guys are
parked,
5
like,
miles
just
down the
outside-
road.
Oh, 5 miles. That okay.
Yeah.
We were,
Don't-
but apparently Big Greg decided that you wanted to be closer to the action, so we're coming to you.
I
Just sit tight.
started this imagining that you were parked up right outside. So
Oh,
I don't,
no.
Oh,
I don't know
no,
why you're 5 miles
dropped us
away.
off there.
Well, if they've already found us, they're just gonna send more. Hey, Pork Chop Express. I need a bourbon. And he keeps driving. He got a 2.
Great. He peels out Colonel and Viper as 3 more goons have kind of come out from the stairs and are ready to attack you guys.
Colonel Ray pulls out his M60 machine gun, points it at the coons, and yells to Viper, "Hurry! Get to the pork chopper!" And
Drink! Everybody drink in the whole world.
You just solved
And-
world peace with that one.
he'll lay down cover fire on the goons.
Great. Cover fire on the goons. Give me a brawl check or weapons check to
Okay.
how the cover
and
fire goes if it mows down.
I'm gonna use my
Okay.
protector skill to lower the DC by 3 when defending my friends.
Nice.
That is a DC 1 then.
Oh, that blew up.
Yay!
Go.
I'm the
Heck
only one who
yeah.
hasn't
Oh.
blown up.
That was a 1 on the D6. but
You'll
that's
blow
okay.
up.
That's okay.
Okay,
so
that's all
it's-
right. You mow
yeah.
down. Yeah, what's it feel like as you're mowing down these goons in the hallway?
Pretty good. Like just like a whole lot of muzzle flare as
Good.
he's just like, yeah. It's
All right, all right already. Come on.
And you're just jumping over the bodies of the felled goons on your way back up the stairs into the hangar. You know that the Pork Chop Express is going to try to come get you guys as like an extraction mission.
I
But
do
there's also a
tell-
whole bunch.
I have to say,
whole
I have to
bunch
tell
of-
Viper to be careful, be quiet because they're dead tired.
I hate.
The hangar, and there are 3 more goons kind of on an upper level of the hangar shooting down at you all. I need you guys to make a tough check against their weapons check to try and avoid the fire. They got a 4. So you guys will need to try to beat that.
Like a combined roll. Or
You'll
how
each
does
roll
that work?
individually.
All right, so
You guys will each roll individually. If you fail a tough check by 5 or more, you'll take an injury level.
okay.
Ooh.
No, I got a 2.
Got a 2. Okay.
I also got a 2.
Perfect. You guys use one of the like military grade jeeps as you like open the door of one of the jeeps. Use it as it gets littered with bullets, but you've used it as a shield. Driving down the road behind you, Big Rig, is another 18-wheeler, and you see someone lean out of the passenger seat with a machine gun, and they start trying to blow holes in the pork chop's tires. I need you to give me a drive check to try to avoid blowing a tire on the highway.
While
You race
he's
towards the
rolling that, can you remind me about turbo tokens and how that works? Because we
Yeah.
failed, right? And that has something to do with it.
Yes, if you fail a check, you get to take a turbo token, and then they can be spent in a 1-to-1 ratio to increase the value of a die roll. So if you rolled a 3 on your d4, you could spend a turbo token to blow up that die, and then also some of the
okay.
abilities you have
Yeah.
allow you to turn in turbo tokens to unleash that ability.
Okay.
Yes.
That makes sense.
But because you guys failed that check, you can take a turbo token. Anytime you fail a check, you can take a turbo token.
I imagine that the turbo tokens look like Turbo Man dolls.
Obviously.
Yes.
There's a dog behind you.
Oh,
Hi,
there's a dog.
doggy.
Hi, Webster.
What is that drive? What was that drive check, Big Rig?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was a 2. Sorry,
It's a 2.
I got scared because I made a lot of noise and I don't want to wake my son up. Go ahead.
Oh god. That makes sense. So you fail that drive check, but only by 1. And so you dodge out of the way, and some bullets have like dinged into the side of the Pork Chop Express airwave. You look and you see like a dent from like a bullet casing, kind of like you see the metal side of the trailer like dent inwards, not super far from your head.
Okay, we're doing this now. All right. All right, I'm time to take this seriously. And he closes the Galaga window to open up a new one. I want to see if I can try and hack the opposing Big Rig's radios, so like give it like just a loud sound to startle the driver.
Like
Yes, give me a hack check.
Diabolical.
Okay.
We'll call it a DC 4.
I'm running at a -6, so let's see how this works. Oh right, my text is D8 now. That is a 7 on the die.
Yes.
You hack into their radio system. They're playing, I don't know, like soft jazz, is what they were rolling down the highway to. It's like some smooth jazz. It was very different for their vibe.
I'm gonna.
What are you putting on?
I need to look up if a song came out in the 80s.
What year is it?
I need.
It is ambiguous year, sometime between 1980 and like 2010.
So there you go.
Could be anywhere.
All right, you know what? That'll take it. I'm gonna have it play "Barbie Girl" by Aqua at full blast.
I dig it.
So good.
Amazing. They're like super distracted and fail their tough check by more than 5. So you see the 18-wheeler go careening off the road into a nearby ditch. You see them in the rear view, Big Rig, just like, and you can hear it's so loud. You know, you hear like "Life in Plastic." It's fantastic.
You can pat my hair and make me everywhere.
Come on, Barbie. Let's
And
go.
he takes this.
Yeah.
My God, takes a sip of his bourbon and says, "You just got run over by the Big Rig Express, buddy."
I thought it was the pork chop. Never mind.
When I'm behind the wheel, it's both. Wait, he's not. He doesn't hear that. He's not wearing the earpiece.
No.
No.
No, he's against the comms.
No, he's not in. Oh, well, I guess.
Big Rig, you pull up outside the warehouse. You hear some shooting going on inside.
Okay.
As you can imagine, that Viper and Colonel are getting shot at as they're trying to escape.
All right. He pulls out his Tech 9 and assumes a cover fire position from the passenger seat.
Cool.
I signal to Viper and Colonel. It's your Uber. We're outside.
I'm slow motion running in your direction right now.
As you guys are slow motion running, you can see like bullet casings flying everywhere. You see them like cracking the windows of the military vehicles inside. Everyone, need you guys make a stunts check to like fly out of run in slow motion, dodging things, and like try and slide out of this warehouse.
Get down!
I blowed it up.
Yeah.
Stunts.
Finally.
Stunts is where I blow up. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
love
okay.
it.
I love it.
Blow my turbo
The
token.
dice are telling their story about your character.
So I also rolled a 6 now.
Blow up again.
No, I got a 5, but because it's
Okay.
right there and I have a turbo token, I'm gonna blow it up.
Let's go.
Woo! Where's my D8? Where is it? It's hiding. Okay. And then I got a 1.
Of course.
Cool. I love that Viper is good at stunts. That's great. Colonel,
Yeah.
what did you get on yours?
She lied like a gymnast.
I rolled a 3 and used my turbo token to blow it up. and
Nice.
and then I got a 3 on the d6. So that's a total of 7.
Perfect. Amazing. So you guys are great, and they start rolling up the giant garage door to this hangar. So you guys like slide out under it as it is like starting to come up, and you like sliding into home base style, and you see the Pork Chop Express outside and Big Rig hanging out the window, ready to provide cover fire for you
Nice.
guys. So you make it into the Big Rig.
Just flap
Alright.
open that back door there. I'll jump in.
I press the button. The door opens.
The truck has a button.
Cool.
Damn right it
The
does.
truck is about back of the trailer opens up. You guys see Airwave sitting at his computer.
What's up?
Airwave, you son of a bitch.
Good to see you too, Good to see you too, Colonel. Now get in here. I'd like to leave.
We've got to get moving.
You guys hear like the incredible roar of an engine as the tank that they had in the warehouse roars to life and starts slowly coming out of the garage to follow you guys down the road.
Step on
Oh,
it!
they have a tank. That's nice.
Let's get out of here.
Get in.
Yeah.
Get in.
I'm
Get
in.
so we can get moving.
I'm so inside the truck. Let's go.
All right. Let's get out of here.
All right, Big Rig, give us another drive check to peel out of here as fast as you can and put some distance between you and
Okay.
It's
Would this be to avoid pursuers?
this would be to avoid pursuers.
Perfect. That lowers my DC by 3.
Can I also grab a
Amazing sleep.
grenade and unhook the tank?
That's another blow up.
Yay!
And
You can also grab a grenade and throw it.
6
Sweet.
blows up too.
Yay!
Yes!
Hold on, I have to find a D8. And okay, that's a 5 on the 8, so that is going to be a 15 in all.
15 total, so you floor it.
Yes.
And there's like, I imagine there's like extra, I don't know, like exhaust or like flames or something that come out of the back of the Big Rig as you're like
Yes.
trying to get as much distance between you and something else, like some kind of like jet propulsion. And and this 18-wheeler flies down the highway as it's peeling away. Viper, you're trying to throw a grenade back into the building.
I will also
What's up,
pull
Colonel?
out the M202 rocket launcher that I'm carrying.
Yes.
Great minds.
Perfect. As you guys do a coordinated launch back towards this warehouse, both of you give me some weapons checks. This will call us DC 2 weapons check.
I was totally gonna be simple and just like toss it, but if we're using big launching things, I'm gonna launch it out of my umbrella.
Amazing.
It's a
love
grenade
that.
launcher. It hides sleep
Umbrella.
powder. There's a dueling cane inside. It's fine.
I love it. I love it.
Go gadget
Everything.
umbrella.
I got a 5 on my weapons.
5. Beautiful.
Forward, blowed up. Yes. And that's a 5 on the 6 for a 9 total.
Beautiful. You guys use the grenade and the rocket launcher, and you shoot it back towards the building where the tank is trying to come out. And you see that it must have caught some kind of gasoline spill on its way in, because the entire building goes up in a huge roar of flames. You guys almost feel the heat hit yourselves as like singe your faces as you drive away. And so we get a cut of just the Pork Chop Express flooring it down the highway as a warehouse explodes in the distance. And this is the beginning of our never stop blowing up adventure.
I hope they hadn't planned on quitting.
I do want to say that as soon as the explosion happens, Big Rig pulls on the horn and just
So what? We all are we ready for dinner? Should we? Yeah. We should
Yeah,
go
I can
out.
eat.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go have a celebratory drink or something and have some food. Headquarters, do we have one of those?
You don't have a
Um,
headquarters, but you know you're
We're
not
sitting
that
in
far
it.
from. You're sitting in your headquarters, mobile headquarters, but you
Mhm.
also know you are not that far from Vegas, being in the middle of a desert, kind of like Nevada vibes. In the
Let's
distance,
go!
All right.
you can see the welcome to the wonderful Las Vegas.
I love Vegas. This is where I met my first 2 wives.
Ha! Well, maybe you'll get lucky and meet wife number 3 as well.
I hope not, because I already met her. I'm on 6.
Oh,
I want to get tickets to Cirque. Anyone else?
I didn't come out of retirement to go see stage shows in Las Vegas.
Why not?
We have a job to do.
Do we? I thought we just finished the job.
No,
here,
no.
here you are.
no, Viper. This was the job to get the job.
Oh, what?
Just tell me where I'm driving you.
That is a
And,
good question, Colonel. Where are we?
uh,
Colonel, where are we going?
I thought you knew.
No. I thought you knew.
You pulled me out of retirement, got me kidnapped by those goons, and then rescued me. What was the reason?
Because you knew where we're supposed to go.
You guys are driving down the highway. Big Rig is sending sending you guys straight towards the oasis of the American Southwest desert.
If there's one place in Vegas we need to go, it's the Sands Resort and Casino.
All right, I guess that's as good a place as any.
Never been there.
Just
Let's go. Do they have
Go to places-
blackjack?
Big Rig.
I
It's
feel
a
like
casino.
that was a very silly question.
Gotta know.
As good a place to celebrate the ending of the adventure that pulled Colonel out of retirement for, but you're not sure what else is happening yet.
Okay.
For
What
you
the
all.
hell,
And
yeah.
so you roll in down the Vegas Strip. You see, the Statue of Liberty, or not the Statue of Liberty, the Eiffel Tower, all of the kind of fanfare that is driving down the strip. You see the casino and resort that you want to go to, and you find a parking space big enough for the Pork Chop Express. And as you get out of the car, you see a woman in a very 80s power 3-piece suit. She has huge stiletto heels on, and you guys recognize this woman as Python. She is kind of the leader of the World Organization of really special talent, and she's
She's the head of W.O.R.S.T.
Yeah,
The head of W.O.R.S.T.
Head of work.
yeah, she's the worst head.
Oh, oh, oh no,
Oh no.
oh no.
Hi,
Out of context clothes for this cat.
Yeah. Hi, Miss Python. How can we continue to service the worst today?
Phrasing.
Damn it, Python, those shoulder pads are bigger than my biceps.
I was going to comment and then I did not.
That was the point. Not all of us took steroids for half our lives and have to overcompensate with shoulder pads. Good work. Thank you for destroying that outpost of the Fist of Death. As you know, they have been growing in numbers across the region recently, and we found Airwave. We found that they were able to hack into our mainframe, so we need to work on our security measures there. But they have obtained the codes to unleash what they are calling the Fist of Death upon the world. I know it's the same as their organization name. It's really kind of bland.
A bit redundant.
A bit redundant, right? These supervillains, like they're just like there's no creativity in the industry anymore.
They are called
and
the Fist of Death, and they use the Fist of Death.
the Fist of Death, and they needed some kind of segment of code to finally get their thing to work. Anyway, they're supposed to be here in town tonight. I think there's like high stakes poker or like some kind of gambling tournament going on.
Oh boy, it's Ocean's 11.
Python, are you telling me that their evil plan involves fisting? I just wanna make
Phrasing!
sure.
The phrasing.
You might want to phrase that a bit better, Colonel. I'm already on thin ice for my phrasing. I don't think both of us need to be.
I'm unclear what your problem is. They said they're using a fist of death. They intend to fist.
Okay, moving on. So there's a big poker tournament.
There's a big poker tournament. There are supposed to be members of the leadership of the Fist of Death here in town. We need you to infiltrate the tournament, figure out where their headquarters is, and then go to the headquarters and destroy the computers that contain the code so they cannot release the Fist of Death.
What is the Fist of Death?
We think it's some kind of laser, but we've actually never seen it before. It could be nuclear weapons. It could be a giant laser. It could be a weird satellite that they're launching. They've been very obscure about that part.
Why
Hey,
would they create the laser of death? I don't understand.
Hey, I'm kind of new to this, but if you've never seen it, why was it in your mainframe?
I think the gist of it is they just needed intelligence that we had that they didn't, that made their plan finally work. So now they
Okay.
know how to make the weapon work using intelligence that we had, and if they do it, the world's gonna explode or something.
Yeah.
So do you still need me?
Sure.
I mean, someone's got to drive them around.
Bye?
Once you guys know where.
Hey, this is
Fine.
life or death.
Yeah, it's fine. Just take the night off. We'll take care of it. It's cool.
Yeah, no, I'm just. Look, this ain't my first rodeo, but it sure as hell better be my last. I'm gonna need double what you were offering me.
Are you new at this,
Okay.
or is this not your first rodeo? Which is it?
Well,
Big
this
Rig,
isn't my first rodeo, as in I've seen my share of trouble. But end of the world type stuff, I'm gonna need double from your organization.
Hey, Big Rig, how about this? You help us. I install more nitro into your truck.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah.
I feel
Python
like
reaches over to fist bump airwave and kind of gives you like a thank you nod.
Yeah. Cool.
I
Cool.
feel like that is Big Rig's catchphrase. Fuck yeah.
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 That's what it is.
Cool. Also, going back to the cybersecurity question, how many trainings have I had to put together at this point? Because I feel like it's been too many.
Listen, they just need better like anti-phishing training. Okay, somebody opened an email and clicked a link.
Was it Gladys?
It was Gladys. How did you know it
God!
was Gladys?
It's always Gladys.
It's always
Fucking
Gladys.
Gladys.
Look, are you-
IT's gonna have a field day. Is gonna have a field day with her. Also, can we just like revoke her computer access? She's 100 years old. She doesn't. I don't think she needs it at this point.
She might not need it anymore, but she's really good with the gadgets. Okay, like she comes from a time of like, you know, knives in the front of your shoe. Like she's got this creative
We
mind.
have knives in our pockets. We don't need them in our shoes anymore.
I highly disagree with that statement. In fact, I
know you
only
do.
The first
saw
time I'd agree with her all night, and he pulls the knife out of his boot.
and she's gonna take out some more sleeping darts and load them back into her lipstick and be like, I this has been my best friend for 15 years, and this is a Gladys
but
product.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Fine. the knife in the shoe is so inconvenient because you'll have to like awkwardly kick around to stab someone, or it's like,
Hey.
oh, let me just reach real down into my
Hey,
boot to pull out the knife.
How
It's in the pocket.
about you continue to press all the buttons on that computer over there and leave Gladys and her
Wait.
gadgets alone. All right? I will
I
keep
think
her
I
away
can-
from the computer from now on. I promise.
I can fix this. Hey, Sonar, you sure you don't smoke?
I am sure I don't smoke.
Not even
You see,
weed?
I'm just
No,
gonna leave this here, and he puts a pack of cigarettes in your front pocket and walks away.
Look, I think it's very important that we realize we don't need to bring a knife to a gunfight.
And Colonel Ray just throws his duffel bag full of guns down on the ground. It's like,
Okay,
I-
he's also got a point.
I am surrounded by imbeciles.
And Python is face palming. And she goes, listen, if this organization wasn't called the Worst, we wouldn't have hired you.
Ouch!
Okay.
Shots
Okay.
fired.
All right. Let's go. Let's go
But
go
I have
gambling.
faith in you all that you can do it.
What are we
Thank
doing
you.
again?
We are infiltrating a
have-
poker casino to get
I'm going
to get
to play
information from the
cards.
Fist of Death. To grab
Okay.
information on where their base is so we can go in
Right.
and eradicate any links they have to the Fist of Death weapon.
Who do we think
Python.
will be there in particular that will have this information? Are we just supposed to like casually get them to drop it in the middle of the? Is there a particular mark in the tournament, or are they just going to have a heavy presence?
They will have a heavy presence there. However, they should all be crowded around one man who should be playing the tournament. That's one of their leaders. He's like high up in the organization. He goes by the name Anthrax.
I see. Anthrax. So we need to buy our way into this poker game and get close to Mr. Anthrax and get him to reveal to us the location of the Fist of Death headquarters and then go blow it up.
Yes.
Got it.
Precisely.
Alright, if you guys can get into the casino, I can tap into their security cameras to keep an eye on the poker tables, help you guys get ahead.
Oh, absolutely. And I have no problem sitting down at the card table if necessary.
Two things. What kind of poker tournament is it? And number two, Anthrax. That boy is poison.
That is poison, yes.
Yeah?
I'm going to
Yeah.
go ahead and answer number one by saying the kind of poker tournament where I'm going to wear a very low-cut, slinky dress.
Actually, we have one for you already. I was kind of planning for this, and
There we
Python
go.
hands you a duffel bag
Mm.
full of gowns.
Mm.
And so she's like, "Have your pick. There's like 10 different options in there and matching shoes. So you'll be
Oh my
great."
God.
I also have and she like slaps down another suitcase and she's like, "These are tuxedos in case anyone's going in with her and feels like they don't want to play the bodyguard role."
So as you're saying that, you guys didn't notice the big rig went back into his truck, and he steps back out, and he's got a tank top on that now has just a tuxedo on the front of it. It's just t-shirt, and he says, "Oh, I don't need that. I think I look good enough right here."
And Python looks at you and she just kind of goes, and like no other words.
See, she likes it. Fuck yeah.
Airwave is already back on the pork chop, just at the computer. It's like, alright, let me just do my thing.
Yeah, give me it'll be a DC 10 hack check.
DC
So I guess
10.
a 4.
Yeah.
To hack into the security cameras.
Fuck.
While
That
everyone
was
else-
alright, that was a 1 on the D8. I am going to use I do have a once per episode reroll. I'm going to use that.
Okay.
Part.
We each
That is-
have one of those, right? Each
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, that is a much more respectable 6.
Nice. Okay, cool. With a little bit of struggle, they've got more security than you anticipated, but makes sense for
It's a
I know, like
casino.
a
That's
fancy casino.
Mm-hmm.
But all of a sudden you have all of their security footage, their security cameras up on your computer screens.
all right. all right, Viper and gentlemen, your ace in the hole is up and running.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Airwave. All right.
Well, Piper, what dress did you select? What's your dress look like?
Oh, I think I went classic femme fatale with a Jessica Rabbit red. And you could describe my hair as honey locks, and they're very smooth, sort of old Hollywood movie star, with like a diamond choker and some long gloves.
Beautiful, amazing. Colonel, are you sticking with what you got? Or are you putting on a tux?
Colonel Array is looking around to. Well, by the time everybody else has noticed what's going on, he's applying camo face paint and saying,
I only know how to play Omaha.
and he's just gonna
darling.
go wearing his fatigue pants and tactical vests.
Great.
I-
Python looks at you guys and she goes, "You look great." And then you hear a helicopter overhead and you see a rope ladder drop down, and Python climbs up and flies away.
Ta-ta! I'll call you for tea, shall I?
As she flies away, she looks at you all. She goes, "Do your worst."
We always
Oh,
do.
man.
I hate puns.
I find that hard to believe.
That was good, Erika.
Thanks. I have a list.
All right,
pretty
shall
good.
we?
Cool.
Time
Yeah,
to go play
let's,
some poker. Let's go. Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
You know,
Awesome.
So,
You
take a
guys
break.
head. Go ahead. What'd you say?
Do we want to do a
I could use a refill on my water.
quick bathroom break?
Take a
Yeah.
break.
A potty break.
Sweet.
All right, so
Alright, we
we're
will
gonna take 10, and when we come back, we will infiltrate this poker tournament.
Go.
Excited.
Woo! See you soon.
Woo!
Be right back.
Hello, everybody. We're back to Never Stop Blowing Up. We are about to infiltrate a high-stakes poker game on the Las Vegas Strip, looking for the Fist of Deaths. One of the leaders of the organization, Anthrax, should be playing the poker game, and the squad, the Worst, is trying to infiltrate and figure out where their lair is, so they can get there and try to stop the weapon, also called the Fist of Death. That is where we left off if you are just now joining us. So we'll hop right back into the action. You guys enter into this casino. There's like thick red carpeting on the ground. There's tons of fancy people milling around. You are not the only one in the very femme fatale dress, Viper. You fit right in with the other women in the area. You two, Big Rig and Colonel, you do stand out though amongst the other kind of James Bond-esque looking guys in here. They're all like a bit more suave. There's like a lot of flashy Rolexes happening. You guys roll in perfectly yourselves, but you do catch some glares and some double takes from people as you walk into the room. And someone clearly working the event comes up to you all and says, hello, do you have tickets? Are you here? Are you on a list? Are you VIP?
I'm on every list, darling.
And your name is?
You know what? I'm just gonna I'm trying to decide if Viper herself has enough clout for it. I think I might hand over like a what?
You can make a hot check and see if, like, the force of your beauty and personality gets you all.
Okay.
Love it.
She'll hand over one of her cards then, and yeah, she'll just hand over one of her cards. Viper Steel, nerves of steel with a bite. And she'll do a little wink that you can't see with my sunglasses.
Amazing. Give me we'll say a DC 2 hot check.
So I just roll a 4 for that too. That's a 4. Wait, that's really a skill. I cannot believe that. Okay. That's a real check in this game. And
that's a real check.
And a 3. So that's a total
amazing.
of 7.
So a total of 7 hot check. You see the host kind of like her cheeks go super flush, and she's like, welcome in, Miss Steele. And she like quickly pens your name down on the list and like looks at your card, puts it in her back pocket.
Thought so.
And undoes like a velvet rope and lets you guys into a VIP section. You can hear kind of the game happening, people like oohing and ahhing in like a room around the corner. Otherwise, everyone is just kind of like milling around. There's a bar, there's like a past hors d'oeuvres happening. It is a real schwanky event.
Mm-hmm.
Big Rig takes one of the hors d'oeuvres and just shovels the whole thing in his mouth and then walks towards the bar and says, I'll be over here.
Cool. Post up at the bar, like a mouthful of, I don't know, like past crab rangoon or something.
Oh. This is the best American food.
All right, where are these poker tables? Let's go. It's time to play some cards.
Right. Colonel, are you going with her?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. You guys make it into a back room where there's, a large poker table set out. They're playing Texas Hold'em. And then there's a bunch of people watching the game happen. You see like a really kind of oversized man. Like his shoulders are so huge, and he's kind of like doesn't really fit in the chair he's sitting in. And flanked on either side of him are like 2 very beautiful women as he sits with his cards and a pair of sunglasses on. There's 3 other people sitting at the table and the dealer. Who kind of like nods at you guys as you walk in.
I'll take a round to observe the hand and just kind of keep an eye on who I assume is Mr. Anthrax and listen to see if anybody refers to him that way and just kind of scope everything out first.
Cool. You do like a quick scope of the room. That's definitely Anthrax and some kind of people that are here to impress him. You're not sure who the others at the table are, but they are giving off like a really nervous energy. Like they kind of you heard someone whisper like, "Oh, if he doesn't win this hand, like he's gonna owe him even more money than he already does." Like these are clearly people that Anthrax and maybe the Fist of Death are like extorting for money or information or power and are making them play in this game. And so everyone else at the table is like visibly sweaty. He's just sitting there at the end, like very much in power.
Oh boy.
I love it.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna wait for an opportunity when someone folds or walks away from the table for whatever reason. I'm gonna slip in there.
While
Right.
they're waiting, I am in the security cameras. Can I check to see if Anthrax is doing any sort of like sneaky cheats?
Yes, absolutely. Give me a tech check
Listen.
to kind of zoom in on the security camera that you can see his hand.
Yeah. Okay.
There you
so
go.
that's
So you can tell me whether he's bluffing.
exactly. And since I'm not hacking into anything, this is just going to be a -3.
Yep, just a -3.
Yeah.
We'll call it a DC 4, so you got to get over a 1.
I gotta get over a 1. That's an 8. That blows up. We're at
Oh my gosh, we have a D10 for tech now.
We're at a D10 for tech
Yay!
Wow.
Wow, wow,
Alright,
wow.
now. Come on. That's a 9. I
Okay.
do have 4 turbo tokens. I'm going to
You can-
pop one to blow up the D10.
Yay!
You're at a
Well,
D12 in tech.
That's so stupid.
Okay, that is a 9 on the D12. I could spend
Okay.
my last 3 tokens to bring that all the way up to a D20.
Why not? Why
Let's
the
do
fuck
it.
not?
Let's do it.
Right.
Let's do it. We d-
Can't take him with you.
Yes. Roll that D20.
Yep,
we're,
yep.
ro- we are at the D20 in tech. Cocked. Damn it. Alright, that's a 15 on the D20. So
All right.
A
so
lot.
you
a lot.
whatever that was, it's a lot. And you zoom in, and it's maybe the clearest picture you've ever been able to get on your screen.
Magic.
You can see the card type, the suits.
Oh wow. Wow, finally the zoom in
can
enhanced cliches actually worked.
You can see the fingerprints on these motherfucking cards, okay?
And the fingerprints on the cards. You can see the knuckle hair on the Anthrax.
God.
You can,
Why did
you
that
can
disturb
zoom
me?
in so far that you see the little hairs on his arm prick up when he's lying.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can see that he has a truly terrible hand right now. Like he is not doing well in this game. And you see that he palms a card like off to the side and goes back and caresses the shoulder of one of the women on the side. And she slips a better card.
Oh, okay. All right. If you guys want to have any chance of beating him at this, you're gonna need to get those 2 ladies away from the. Quick question: does this room have a fire suppression system?
It does.
Okay. I want you 3 to leave the room while I trip the sprinklers.
You mean I don't get to talk to these 2 ladies?
You can talk to them later once they're out of the room.
God damn it. Drink to go, bartender.
He hands you a to-go cup with like a bendy straw.
That's never worked before.
All right. Let's.
Do you guys leave the room?
I mean, I don't want them to get wet, but they're free to stay.
Oh wait, I'm in the other room, aren't I?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
you're
you're
in the
not
other
in the
room,
back
yeah.
room with us.
You're
yeah,
you're
that's true.
You're okay.
Hey, pour
What
this
do
back
we
into a
think that
cup.
that's gonna accomplish? Is the
I'm
thought?
hoping that gets at least the 2 ladies out of the room, so that he won't have anyone to palm cards off of.
But he's not gonna stay and keep playing in a wet room.
That's true. That is
You
true.
know, so like
Yeah, no.
I could go outside, I suppose, if the idea is just to like disrupt the game, and then we could potentially try to corner him and ask him some questions. So if that's the way we want to
True.
go, we
That
could do
could
that.
work too. That could
I
work
still
too.
like Operation Pickup, where I pick him up and take him back to the pork chop.
I don't
Please
know if
don't.
we could.
I'm still in here.
I don't know that we could get that far without being noticed, but if there is another room that once the sprinklers go off and people start filing out, if we could herd him into another room to ask him some questions.
You know, he's
we want
got to
to do
have
that?
handlers. Not handlers. He's probably got some
Bodyguards.
backup bodyguards, hidden bodyguards in the area
Right.
if he's smart.
So do we risk them whisking him away and not being able to talk to him at all, or do we?
Yeah.
I
So we-
think Viper plays.
Plays a hand.
Sorry, I
Okay.
think you play a hand, Viper.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think you
okay.
can call him out on the cheat.
Okay.
I was going to say that I'm rather adept at sleight of hand myself, and I wondered if I might be able to exchange the card that the young lady is holding. So whatever she has, aces or whatever that she's hiding, if I could switch one out for obviously a very low card that's not worth
Yeah.
much, and then Airwave, you can tell me when he has substituted that one, I suppose, and it'll throw him off, and we'll see from there.
Oh. Yeah. All right. That sounds like a good idea, and I'll keep the sprinklers as a standby in case you guys need to make a quick exit.
Perfect.
Thanks,
If
Telegraph.
If all else fails, I'll introduce him to my two pair.
And Colonel Array like pats a double barrel shotgun that he has, and then like glances down to his lower half.
Impressive that you managed to get that past security.
It's time we like to have a party.
How many guns you got on you?
Enough.
I'd wait for somewhere between 200 and too many.
For total count, in case we are curious, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guns, hand grenades, and claymore mines.
Cool. Cool.
Enough.
All right, shall I sit down and play this hand? Let's see what happens.
Yeah, you see someone fold, and they're like head in their hands, like almost in tears, as two kind of other brawny men grab him by either side, like by the two arms, and like haul him away from the table. But you can sit down where he was and be dealt in.
Sweet.
Perfect. All right, cool. Let's see. So you pick up your hand. It's not bad. It's like average. And the dealer goes around the table taking bets from everybody. Are you going in?
Yeah, why not?
Perfect. All right, everybody goes in. The round happens. We're all good. And then you see that you see Anthrax start to like lean back in his chair a little bit, and an Airwave, you can see a card getting ready to be swapped in. Do you want to have already swapped the cards up the women's sleeves?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the idea.
Give me a quick sneak check, just to double check that you've done that. We'll call it a sneak 3.
And I am trained, so that is actually going to be a 2. I have a -1 for those.
Oh, no.
Cool.
Yeah! Blowed up!
Yes!
That's so good.
It's only a 1 on the T6. but still,
That's
that's a
it's an
5,
perfect.
It's
and I'm
not-
up to a D6 now. So
Yes,
Perfect.
yes.
That's great. You've swapped out the ace, the literal ace up her sleeve, with, we'll call it, like a 2. So a lot worse. And so the card switches in, and you see, like, as he's trying to keep a really good poker face airwave, you see like the hair raise on his arm as he gets like some goosebumps. He's clearly thrown off by what has happened, and he looks back at the woman that gave him the card, and she like is kind of backing away slowly, definitely afraid of this man. But it is enough to throw him off, and he folds. So Viper, you win this round and collect all the chips, and he looks at you and looks around the room, and kind of makes a signal, and a man appears at your side, and he goes, boss has requested to see you in the back room. Nobody beats him.
of course.
You can come willingly, or we'll force you. So you better make this look pretty.
Lead the way.
Are we hearing this?
Yeah, you guys are hearing this. You can hear it through her comms.
Yeah.
Unless, did you put comms on to sit at the bar this time, Big Rig?
This time, since it's a serious situation, he's dealing with it.
Okay.
But he's
Okay.
scratching his ear a lot.
Rescuing Colonel Array is not a serious situation.
Not for him.
I was like, Viper's got this. It's fine. I don't need to know.
His whole thing he was supposed to do on that was just sit in the truck stop.
Yeah, he only left you guys at the thing because he had to pee and wanted to use a real
Yep.
bathroom.
Speaking of, you do hear Big Rig
I see.
say to the bartender after this conversation happens, it's just like, hey, man, where's the little boy's room?
The bartender points to like a door down the hallway.
Okay, is it in the direction of the poker room?
It's in
Okay.
the direction of the poker room, and you see Viper on the arm of a very kind of strong-looking man in a fancy suit, being escorted out of the poker room and into the other room. And then Anthrax starts to slowly get up from his chair. Colonel, you see him standing up in the room and like dusting off his hands. And he ignores the 2 women that have been with him the whole night, clearly frustrated that they failed him.
Okay. If it's in the direction of the bathroom, I'm going in that direction to follow them a little bit, but not noticeably.
You kind of hang back and follow them as you see Viper get whisked into a side room. You see a door open. There's like some plush velvet couches and seating. This is like kind of a green room type area.
I've got eyes on where Big Bird is. Shit, I don't really have a good like code name. Okay, Viper, fine, Viper.
Yeah.
Or just
Right.
other snakes. Like you could be like, there's Cobra, or like
Mamba.
I'm being told there are other snakes by my brain. As he takes a sip of one of the 2 drinks he has.
One's
Does
still
that
in the to-go cup.
Yes, one of them's get the to-go cup with a straw. The other one is just an old-fashioned.
does the back room have a security camera in place, or is it like one of those?
It has a
Okay.
security camera in place.
Oh, thank God.
This is a well-secured building.
How strong and or weak does the door look?
The door, it looks like a standard wooden door.
Oh, okay, no problem then.
Yeah, it should be no problem for you. You look at that door and you're like, yeah, it's
Just
seen
give
better
me a
days.
minute.
Sure. I am pretending to be a little drunk and not really understanding where I am.
Okay, so you're kind of wandering around like, oh, where's the bathroom?
Yep.
You see Viper go into this green room area.
Yeah.
Colonel, are you going with her? Or are you kind of standing outside?
Go with.
Will they let him in?
So the bodyguard looks and goes, what you doing? Why are you trying to get in? Are you with her?
I'm Detective John Kimball. Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
And I'll try to intimidate him.
Okay, cool. That'll be a hot check.
But I can do it with brawl because
Cool.
I have the menacing feature.
Oh.
That's blowing up. All right.
Blowing up?
Yes. Oh, that's sad. Well, it's only a 1 on the d6, but
That's
it's
okay.
a
You
5.
still blew up. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
The guy looks at you and he opens the door a bit wider and he goes, "I'm if you're with her, man. Like I'm not trying to get into a fight in this party."
Put the cookie down.
I just walk in.
The accent and the lines are too much. Too
I
much.
can't handle it. I can't handle it.
You can't handle it.
What are the furniture options in this room? Is there a desk?
There's a desk like against a wall in a corner, and then there's some like low plush couches and chairs and like a large coffee table. Where'd you
Okay.
like to sit?
I think I would like to sit on the desk and like put my legs on display.
Dangling over the edge of the desk.
Mhm.
Amazing. I love it.
Fantastic.
Colonel, where are you sitting? Are you standing?
I'm going to stand in the corner of the room facing the door
Okay.
in the most menacing fashion that I can.
Cool. Like it. Nice. And in just a minute, the door swings open and you see this man is like larger on the top than he is. Like he skips leg day, but he never misses.
He's
He
Kingpin.
never misses. Yeah, it's like Kingpin. He never misses like back buys and tries. Like he's doing like chest exclusively. And he walks into this room just like wildly top heavy, and closes the door and he looks at it. He's like, "We'll be fine." So the door closes, but you get the idea that one of his bodyguards is waiting on the outside of the door, and he looks at you and he's like, "No one ever beats Anthrax at his own game. Who are you and why are you here?"
Oh, no one of consequence. I'd just like to know where the Fist of Death is headquartered.
Why do you think I'm going to tell you that? What even is the Fist of Death?
Oh, I have a skill called Suspicious where I can lower the DC of a wits check by 3 to determine if someone is lying to me.
Yeah,
Can I
absolutely.
make that?
Make a wits check. Yeah,
Okay.
Get him.
it'll be a DC 1 wits check with your lowering it by 3.
That is a 3.
Amazing. He is lying.
I wouldn't bother lying to me. And I'm gonna arch my brow up at the security camera, and then I'm gonna look over at the colonel as well. Like, you're a bit out of your depth, I'm afraid.
He turns around and he looks at the security camera and he takes a pistol out of his pocket and he shoots it.
God damn it.
Airwave, your screen goes black.
Yeah, that.
In.
Do I hear the
fuck.
gunshot?
You hear the gunshot from the bathroom. That's like the wall. That's like a shared wall.
Okay.
So you hear the gunshot through the wall.
Hey, hey, Sonar, should I go in there?
I can't see shit right now. So, no, not yet.
Got it.
We still have comms. We still have comms. Viper. Shit. We need a code word.
Meanwhile, I'd like to do like a ninja move stunt thing. Why not? Because I'm apparently good at stunts. And to like kick the pistol out of his hand and like incapacitate him in some way, like ideally with my legs.
Absolutely. Yeah. Make a stunts check and he'll make a tough check based on whatever you roll for stunts.
Okay.
Love it.
That's a 4.
Amazing. He gets a 3
Oh, yay!
on his tough check. So super close. So your like long leg comes out, like stiletto catches his pistol and knocks it out of his hand. And what do you want to do with your legs to incapacitate him?
I just want to like loop his hand around, like behind his back, so it's
Okay.
not that that he could not physically get away from me in that moment. It's more that I'm like, calm down, young man, and I pull him a little bit closer to where I'm still sitting on the desk and say, I'm gonna ask you again, where is the Fist of Death headquartered? And I also have a skill called Interrogator, which lowers the DC of a wits check by 3 to draw information out of an opponent.
Nice.
Amazing. This will be a DC 2 wits check to get the information out of him.
Come on.
Are there any like hard and fast rules about like helping somebody in this game?
There
system?
are not hard and fast rules about helping someone. I would imagine that if you want to use your intimidation at the same time she is trying to interrogate, that we would lower the DC as like taking a
I like it.
action. That like if you're there and you're also trying to like use your skills to help someone, that will lower the DC of a check by 1 for that person.
All right, would you mind if I did that then?
Yeah, let's do it. How do you want to intimidate him?
Colonel Ray pulls out his shotgun, trains it right on him, and says,
This is wild, Ryson. I would answer her questions if I were you.
Oh,
Amazing. This was going to be a DC 4 check. It's now a 3, and then the interrogator feature, does that lower it more?
Oh, right. Yes, the interrogator feature lowers it by 3.
So
Thank goodness.
anything you roll is going to be great.
Because I got a 2, so.
All right.
That'll do it.
Trained on him, and his hands like clasped behind his back, and the like heel of your stiletto, pushing into the skin on his wrist. He's like,
Mhm.
if I tell them where it is, I'm gonna get killed. They're gonna take me out. I don't want to lose my life.
You can lose your life now, for sure, or you can use your life later, maybe.
Fuck. Listen, the entrance is really hard. We gotta go to Mount Rushmore. You gotta climb.
Of course.
You've gotta climb up the face of George Washington. In his left eye, there's a door, and that door leads to an underground cave system.
Do we need any sort of key, like maybe a historical artifact or something to unlock the door, or...
You need the Declaration of Independence.
There it is.
No!
There it is.
Jesus.
anyone got Nicolas Cage on speed dial?
We need a Nicolas Cage character. One of them.
My DMPC is Nick Cage. I'm just kidding. He says to you, he's like, it's biometric entrance. You're gonna need the fingerprints of one of us.
All right.
Someone chop off his thumb.
Yeah,
No,
I was
I'm
gonna
just
say,
gonna
like,
take out my fingerprinting kit and get his fingerprints real
works
quick.
too.
oh, I was just
That
gonna
works
cut his
too.
finger off.
Well,
And you can do both for assurance.
I really don't find that necessary, but if you want to be barbaric about it, I wasn't going to leave a trace that we were here. He's not going to tell anyone since he gave up the information, so...
That's true.
I realize I don't have a knife in my inventory.
There you
and
go.
So I'd like to just bite his index finger off.
Ugh.
Hey, so this is Big Rig signing off. And you just hear like, and it's in his pocket now.
You hear just like static from Big Rig
Oh,
through
boy.
the palm,
Yeah.
as it kind of like crunches around in the pockets of his too tight jeans.
Clinking
it's like
against the giant belt buckle.
Yes, it's like biting into a carrot.
Oh
Um,
god.
You snap off his finger with ease. I'm not even gonna have you
Ow.
roll for it. Your mouth is a little bloody. His finger is a little bloody, and he screams as it happens.
Good
All
luck
right, time to
pointing the
go.
blame at someone.
Oh my god. Okay, time to leave. Time to leave.
Yep.
And he's staring down at you guys, just like blood, gushing from his thumb as like the rate the his pulse, just kind of like pulsating out like another gush every time his heart beats and
Oof.
sends more blood
Oof.
to that part of the body.
Blood is really
Nice
hard
guys.
to get out of dry clean only fabric. Okay, so
And you guys leave him in the room, with his thumb, open wound.
You know what? I don't want to leave a stone unturned. Is there a deck of cards in the room?
Yeah.
All right, Colonel Array riffles through the deck until he finds the ace of diamonds. Pulls out the ace of diamonds
God damn
and
it.
says,
I know what's coming.
Do you know what killed the dinosaurs?
He looks at you and he looks down at his thumb and he's like, "What?"
The Ice Age!
and I throw the ace of diamonds as hard as I can and impale him right in the forehead, right in between the eyes with the ace of diamonds.
Oh god.
Make a weapons check to
Let's
use
go.
the deck of cards like throwing stars, apparently.
I'm blowing up.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's gonna be a total of 11.
Amazing. Just right between the eyes, like right in the head. And he is out cold, out dead, bleeding from his thumb and the the ace of diamonds in his forehead.
Oh god.
Amazing. As you guys open the door to leave, you see his bodyguards on either side, and they kind of give you both like a look and like back away.
Airwave, darling, would you let Python know that we're going to need a cleanup crew, please?
Already on it.
Send a message through to Python. You get Gladys when you call the office phone.
Of course.
God damn.
She's like,
Gladys. Hi, Gladys.
and she goes, "Oh, Evelyn, it's good to hear from you. I got an email the other day and I clicked the link because it said it was from you."
No, Gladys. It wasn't from me. It wasn't. It was someone pretending to be me.
It said that
Wait.
you got locked out of your account and I was the account recovery email.
No, Gladys. No, honey. No. No, that was a phishing email. I know you're just trying to help, but you're the reason I have to go to cybersecurity training every month, and it's starting to tick me off. Can you please put me through to Python? I have a message for her.
Yes, hold on. And you hear, an old school, like she's sending you through the
Rotary
operator.
phone?
Oh, God.
And answering on the other line, he goes, "Hey, you're the worst weapons department. Can I help you?"
Hi, weapons department. I think I got rerouted to you by mistake. I was trying to reach Python. This is Airwave.
Airwave, good to hear from you. I'll send you through, buddy. And they finally, you get through to Python, and you're able to let her know that they need to clean up the crew.
This is amazing. I want this comic now.
As soon as Airwave finishes off, he downs the rest of his current can of Monster, crushes it,
Presses it against his forehead.
and then opens up a new can.
And you didn't notice, but Big Rig is leaning against the wall behind you as he comes back to his rig very quietly, and he says, "Still got that pack of cigarettes in your pocket."
Dude, I'm just making a choice not to use them.
Okay, well, if you're not going to use them, throw them back over here.
Yeet.
Yeet!
Yeah. Big Rig gets into the driver's seat and just says, "Are we going to do this or are we going to do this?"
We're gonna do this. We're
Okay.
gonna do this. We have the location. We're just gonna go in. We're gonna and honestly, at this point, I think we can just blow it up.
That sounds good.
Do you have
Well,
any
let's go.
dynamite in here?
Do I have any dynamite? And he presses another button on the rig, and you see a cabinet that you couldn't really tell was a cabinet before open up, and he's got basically a wall full of C4 with detonators, and he just like turns back to you and says, "Do you think that's enough?"
I think that's plenty,
Margaret, you are
darling.
the person I tolerate the most
No.
right now.
It's never enough.
Let's also pick up some parachutes, though, because I have a feeling this might end in us needing to slide out of a president's nose. So,
Right, it is Mount Rushmore.
That's
Oh
true.
wait, it is Mount Rushmore. So the dynamite might. Oh no, I don't want to blow up Mount Rushmore.
no, that's
Well-
where the entrance is. It's not the actual location. So, who knows
Okay.
how far? I just mean for exit purposes, that's the only way we know of in and out.
We'll get the
So-
parachute. Definitely get the parachute.
I think it
keep
would
the
be-
dynamite on. We'll keep the dynamite as a possible plan. And I want to see how.
Really unfortunate. I was hoping to blow some old presidents up.
Oh, that's still the plan.
Yeah, I would like to blow it up, but
Good.
if we do, but here's the thing: I also don't want to get in trouble for defacing a national monument.
I
we
don't
stole
give
it
a
from the Native
shit.
Americans, so
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. American jurisdiction. What? Don't give a shit.
agreed.
Look, we better just finish this mission when we're on the inside of the mountain. We don't want it to be a cliffhanger.
Oh my god!
All right, let's go. Let's go.
I
Let's go.
just had a sip, James. Darn you.
Okay,
You're welcome.
floor it to Mount
Amazing.
fucking Rushmore.
You
Fuck
floor
yeah.
it to South Dakota.
Step on it. We don't want to rush less.
Colonel, you bring the trouble and I bring the pain.
Oh my god. Why do I do this?
Because they pay us well.
Well, that's for sure.
That's fair. Great. You guys floor it to Mount Rushmore. You can see it in the distance. It's lit up once again at night. There's no tourists here, but the faces of the presidents are illuminated and kind of looming out over the distance. You can see it long before you get close enough to even try to figure out how you're going to climb up there, get up there.
Oh,
Hey,
right.
That's a good question. How are we gonna get up there?
Can't
Hmm.
you find out some information about this place simulcast?
I will.
Okay, that one's the most obscure one I've gotten. I mean,
Could we not be chopping up? Do we?
I'll see if Python can procure us a chopper. But other than that, outside of the realm of animated children's cartoons, I don't see an easy way of us to get up there.
Cool. You're giving a call to the worst headquarters. Again.
Like a large crane or flying vehicle of some kind to just airlift us up there would be
I'm
great.
gonna see, let me see if I can procure us a chopper. I'm calling headquarters.
A
You
magic
call headquarters.
elevator, something like that. A really tall lift.
Airwave twice in one night? You must have really missed me.
Gladys!
Gladys.
Oh, how, honey? How's the lipstick working for you?
Oh my goodness, darling. It's so wonderful. I'm gonna
knew it
need
would be your shade.
I'm gonna need about 20 more of those new sleeping darts. They were just
They were a knockout.
yeah.
There it
Nothing
is.
more of a knockout. But no one's more of a knockout than you, honey. I'll patch it through to Python.
Thank you, darling.
She patches you through. And the ground starts rumbling underneath the Pork Chop Express, and all of a sudden the road kind of splits into right behind you guys, and rising up on a hydraulic lift is a jet black helicopter with the keys inside. And Python says, "Big Rig, I figured you'd be able to fly this one as well."
I mean, probably.
Just like driving a truck, right? Just in the air.
We're gonna find out together. A propeller
really-
spins like a wheel.
It really is the
Propeller
pork
spins like a
chopper.
wheel. But yeah, there's a chopper. It's even like kitted out. You can see, even though it's jet black, it has a like grilling pork chop on the side of it.
This
He
seems like an
steps out and looks at it.
Yeah, as you guys make your way over to the chopper, Airwave just quickly types up his last will and testament. Okay, just in case. Alright,
Big
wait up.
Big Rig just looks at it and just says, "Fuck yeah," and he hops in.
He hops in the driver's seat. You can hand everyone like the headsets. I'm gonna need you to make a drive check to pilot this thing.
Let's see how this goes. Okay, where is it? Drive. Oh, I'm on a D8. Sweet. Okay.
It'll be a DC 4 drive check.
Well, that's fine because I blow up.
Yes.
That's only a 2 on the other one. Okay, but that's 12 in all, or 10 in all. I'm sorry, I can do math.
That's okay. Incredible. So some things in life are like riding a bike. Other things in life are like driving a truck, and that's what you're best at as you as you turn the chopper on and with ease navigate flying up into the air. And it's, you know, in a few minutes you guys are flush with the faces of our nation's supposed greatest presidents. You're, you know, careening past Abraham Lincoln's nose as you guys make your way around to the first carved face in the wall, George Washington.
Viper's just hanging on the ladder, dangling from the helicopter, like it's chill. One hand, 1 foot. It's fine. Just bring me a little closer to the eye, darling.
And he says, yeah. She even installed a CB radio. Fuck, I'll do that later. Okay. And she just flies right up. He flies right up close to it. All right, this is Air Pork Chop, bringing you in for landing.
Alright, well, as far as secret entrances go, glad they didn't pick the nose.
I need you to make a stunts check, everyone, if you're jumping off and into the eye.
Yeah, okay.
Jumping. I'm stepping, darling. Actually, that wasn't very good. It was a 3.
That's a 2.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's a 4.
4. Okay. So we'll say that, Big Rig, are you taking kind of like our made up help action here? Saying that, you know, you're getting as close as you can.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You're doing a good job driving. So you guys are actually way closer than anticipated, and you all like end up jumping a little bit too far out into the eye socket of George Washington. And so you like stumble and realize you had a lot more room than you were anticipating, and everyone makes their jump just fine,
beautiful.
thanks to the good driving of Air Pork Chop getting you nice and close. And you see the eye in front of you is a bit more detailed than you were anticipating. It does actually have like a carving for where like the iris is and the pupil. And within the pupil, as you guys get there, kind of motion activated, a like screen appears with a green handprint that glows.
Alright, but
I'm gonna take out my little fingerprints
my
that I took
finger.
earlier. And press that puppy up there.
You press it up there, it scans the hand. Are you pressing the severed thumb in place of the
You know what?
thumbprint?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you place the severed thumb, like the rest is, the nice handprint that you took, and then there's just the severed thumb against the screen, and you see it scan the hand and turn blue, and then the pupil rotates out of the way into a long, dark tunnel down.
Is there a place that I can land said
Yeah,
pork chop?
You can land. The top of this mountain is flat, and so it works great for a helicopter landing pad.
Perfect. I will land
so you
and
land-
make my way.
Great, you land right on like George Washington's bald spot. Give me a stunts check to rappel down into the eye.
Oh fuck. Okay. Let's see. Do I have
It's
anything that helps me here? Nope. We're gonna find out how this goes. 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're good. It was a DC 2, so meets it, beats it. It's not the prettiest rappelling you've ever done, but you get in there.
Well, good thing it's my first time rappelling.
I hold up the severed thumb along with the other 2 thumbs and say,
This entrance got 3 thumbs up.
Oh, when you said the other 2 thumbs and not both my thumbs, I thought you were carrying around a bunch of
I feel like a
thumbs.
massive thumbs.
Why would you say it that way?
Listen, the English language is not my first.
So fair. So fair.
Oh man.
I'm
you guys are-
American.
It's like staring down the barrel of a gun. This hallway is like very long, circular, and dark. You see a small light on in the very far distance.
All right. Guns out, everyone.
Guns
I have
guns
my
out.
umbrella.
Cool. I need everyone to make a wits check to kind of check for traps when you enter this tunnel.
Okay, okay.
Right, not the big rig. I'm
All
already
right, 4.
sleeveless.
My wits die blows up to a 6.
Nice.
Yes.
Let's see.
Nice.
All right,
I have a
that's
3.
3.
I also
All right, so
got
that's a
3.
7.
2.
7. What'd you get, Colonel?
3.
3. Okay, cool. So the 3 of you guys are like gung ho, and then all of a sudden, Arrowwave goes, "Whoa!" I think there's motion detectors ahead. And if you blow some of your like fingerprinting powder, Viper, like out across the hallway, you see it lands on like a crazy net of motion detection lasers down the rest of the hallway.
Cool.
So I'm gonna need everyone to make it'll be your choice. You can do stunts or brawl to get through. Those are what I'm gonna use in place of like athletics or acrobatics.
I'm gonna assume that Big Rig lights up a cigarette to make sure that there's a constant
Oh yeah.
smoke.
Oh
like,
no, there's 3 cigarettes lit. No, actually, he pulls out a cigar.
I was gonna say
Wow.
I was gonna blow a cigar as well.
All right,
Duh.
Nice.
gonna go with.
You guys
the
light
D-
each other's cigars.
Yes.
That's cute.
I'm gonna go with
Touch the-
brawl
we
since
touch
I
the
have a
tip.
D6 in that.
Same.
Okay.
Brawling.
And a 6, it blows up.
Yes.
What is
There's been
that?
a lot of explosions tonight. This
Ooh.
is good.
Mhm.
Yes.
My brawl just blew up. Let's go.
Nice.
It's an 8. We blow up again.
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
We're at
This is
10.
wild,
Brawl.
y'all.
All right, we are at a 10 in brawl. Let's see if it goes any further. It doesn't. It's a 6. So let's see. 6 plus 8 is 14 plus 6, so 20.
Oh my
That was a 20 brawl check.
Amazing. What did everybody else get in either brawl or stunts?
I got
I
a
got-
4.
Same.
Okay.
I got a
All
4.
right.
I got
4.
a 10 in brawl.
And a 10
Nice.
in brawl. Alright,
4
so
in brawl.
Airwave and the Colonel leading the way, like kind of, acrobating their way through and dodging these lasers as they come out of the wall. building the path for you guys, Big Rig and Viper, to follow. So everybody gets through, thankfully, with those two leading the way and showing you guys the correct path, where to put your foot, when to bend your head, and all of that good stuff. At the end of the tunnel, you can see it curves around to the right, and you can hear two like low voices talking. And they're just having like a very mundane conversation. It was like, oh, the lunch here today was shit. What did you think about that? So it's clearly some kind of disgruntled goons having a generic conversation on guard duty.
Cool.
If I may, I would love to use my neck snapper skill to try. You're ready to roll a brawl check to harmlessly incapacitate them.
Yes,
Nice.
I love it. Make a brawl check. We'll say this is a brawl 2.
Oh, let's roll that d8. That's a 4.
4. Amazing.
Yes.
So you go over, and are you just like snapping necks? What you doing?
Yep, just snapping some necks.
Perfect. Both of the guards fall to the ground, like heads hanging limply on their shoulders, having made no other sound, alerted nobody else that you guys are here.
Meg, I love the faces that you're making in reaction to all these things, as though when we play other games, you're not mercilessly slicing people up with a halberd.
Okay, but I was stuck on. Did you not say harmlessly incapacitate? Was that not the word that you said? Because it seems like they were put in very much harm.
Harmless to me.
Oh,
I incapacitate them while suffering no harm. I mean, the name of the skill is neck snap.
That's why I was confused. Okay.
It's like their necks are just kind of like limp sacks, as you can see, like the skin stretching, but clearly there's no bones there anymore.
Good grief.
But yeah, you guys take out the two guards blocking the main entrance, open the door, and you are in a giant underground like headquarters. You're on a catwalk that goes around like the top level of this place. It's open below, and so you can see there's kind of almost like cubicles or offices set up below, and so you can look down and see people typing away at computers, filing papers. This is not unlike the W.O.R.S.T office. Everything is doused in like a green glowing light. All the lights on the walls, all the light bulbs are green, or there's like glowing green crystals illuminating the space. But yeah, you guys are up on this catwalk. You can see as you like hide in the shadow created by the entrance, there are a few guards also patrolling the catwalk with, again, the same like kind of large machine guns that you've encountered from these goons before. They're all dressed in very nice suits. Then there's people working below, and some doorways and hallways off of that main space.
There's too many necks to snap.
So
what's the plan?
We sneak around setting up dynamite and then pull the fire alarm so everyone will evacuate and blow it up.
All
yeah,
right.
I think that might be our best move.
I pull out my first little block of plastic explosive and say, where to with this?
Let's spread out, get it all over the place.
Fine. And I just hand everybody a couple of blocks of C4.
Beautiful.
Ready, break.
Let's be safe, everybody.
Perfect. All right, I'm gonna need sneak checks from everybody. We'll say it's like sneak DC 5. This is a hard sneak check.
I have a
blowing up to happen here.
I have a -1 to that DC for my trained.
Means I blows up to 6.
6 blows up to 6. Amazing.
Blows up to 6.
I blew up to 8.
Blows up again.
I'm also gonna use the max roll once per episode because I got a nat 1, so I am going to blow
Yeah.
it up.
Okay.
job.
And
At a 10
Alright,
total.
Okay. there we go. I got a 9
roll-
total.
I rolled a 1 on the D8. I think I'm finally gonna use my max out on 1 to blow that up to a D10,
Nice.
and it's a 3 on the
Nice.
D10, so 18. 21 on the sneak check.
Jeez!
Colonel, you're
I
looking a
got
bit pained over there. I imagine that the sneak didn't go well for you.
No, I got a 2. So what I was gonna ask is, can I use my reroll ability to reroll a failure with a different skill?
Mm.
Yes, absolutely. What skill would you like to use instead?
How about weapons? Like,
Okay.
I can just kind of like, I know exactly where the C4 needs to go and can just toss it without moving
you-
around.
Yes, I like it.
It just
Perfect.
sticks to the wall by
Just stick to the
itself.
wall.
You throw it so
Oh.
hard.
I don't know if that's how that works.
It just like plugs into the wall. Perfect. Perfect.
I love it.
Oh, that is a where'd it go? Where'd the dice go?
Oh,
right
no.
there.
I don't know, James.
That was a 5 on
Alright, cool.
weapons.
That is a successful weapons check or sneak check from everyone.
Can't see anything with these glasses.
So close. to
I
hard.
know, we're all like, what?
Indoors at night with sunglasses on, but the vibe is
Crazy.
immaculate.
It's-
Yes,
so
yeah. Perfect aura, as the kids might say.
Yes.
Aura is 1,000 right now, or whatever they're telling us. But everyone succeeds on their sneak
Thank God.
indoor weapons check, placing C4 at key locations around this underground base. And what are you guys doing? Are you gonna stay to
Let's-
encounter anyone, or are you just hiking out of here?
Yeah, let's
We're gonna
just
pull a
leave.
fire alarm
And then
go.
yes, exactly. That's what I would like to have happen. So let's just head back to the
Could you,
where we came and get the fuck out of here.
Well, now wait a minute. Before we do it, hey, Televise, can you do it remotely?
Yeah, I could do it remote. I
Yes,
might be able to do it
definitely.
remotely.
Yeah, you can do it remotely. You've got your laptop or your like mobile
Yeah.
computer set up.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Good.
could do it remotely.
Good. That way we can get out of here first.
Yeah.
That is
So that it
true.
can be
Wouldn't want to
quicker.
be caught in the evacuation crowd.
Damn right.
All right, so back to the chopper. Load it
Back
up.
to the chop.
Hit that fire alarm button as we fly away. Then detonate the
Yep.
bombs.
Perfect.
The greatest American fireworks display of all time.
Indeed. In fact, there's so many colorful sparks from all of the technology that we just blew up that it, in fact, looks like a very patriotic display of fireworks.
Amazing. You
America.
guys book it out of the place. You use the repelling cables that Big Rig left to climb back up into the chopper.
I'm still just
Everyone's in
doing
the
the
chopper.
one foot,
just-
one arm on the ladder. Just
Yes.
take me away. Au revoir.
All right.
And the airwave, you're gonna hit the button.
I'm gonna hit the button.
Alright,
Let
you
people
guys
get out of the building first. Turn it on.
Are you
Button
trying to
is-
get?
The button is to trigger the fire alarm.
Oh, okay,
Why are
okay.
we
The button is
trying
for
to
the
get-
fire
I
alarm.
have the explosions button.
Yeah, he has the explosion.
Oh,
I
okay,
have the
okay.
alarm to get everyone out.
Go
Why
for
do
it,
we want
Brian.
them to leave? Aren't they all Fist of Death members?
Yeah,
We
they're
don't-
all Fist of Death members.
I just
Yeah, why
think they
are we
should
letting
get the
them?
fighting chance. Because they're just doing their jobs as well, so you know.
We'll give them a minute to. We'll give them 5 minutes to evacuate.
Like another group I can think of that was just following orders.
Okay.
This coming from the guy who bit off Anthrax's thumb.
He was named for a poison. He was a bad guy.
So you put part of him in your mouth?
We needed his fingerprint. I don't know what to tell you. Get
Well,
out of
sometimes.
here.
We technically ended up needing his entire handprint, which I had and you didn't, but that's neither here nor there. Will we?
Anyways,
Could we
couldn't have
just?
done
Could we
3
blow
thumbs
up the
up
building
fun.
now? Could
Well,
we
yes,
press
well,
the button?
yes,
Roll
press the
credits.
button.
Sure.
Yep.
All right,
Kaboom.
we will fly away, and I will press the button.
Well, you press the button, and it really is a beautiful fireworks display. And you see the eyes of all the presidents light up with in glow orange with the flames of the explosion happening inside the mountain. And go ahead.
Do any sparks or explosions come out of noses?
Yes, there's sparks out of noses. They're like breathing fire. Their eyes light up orange.
Look
And
at
then there's
this
a huge
snot rocket.
display of fireworks behind them as you guys fly out of the way on the Pork Chop Air Express. And that was our Never Stop Blowing
Job
Up
well done.
story.
Right. It ended on
Did it.
snot rocket fun.
Good
Yes.
show. Good show.
Great.
That was insane. I
Good
love it.
show, everyone.
What did you guys think?
That
was
was fun.
So much
fun.
fun.
Fantastic game.
I think that if we had more than one night, we should have turned the second half into each of us as a different Nicolas Cage action hero. And I still want to do. I still think that would be really fun to do another
Everyone's
adventure.
different Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Another
That was
adventure.
amazing.
You're like, listen, this is gonna be a short series. We're gonna play each Nick Cage movie.
I call Vampires Kiss Nick Cage.
Okay.
I call long legs.
A B C D.
I'll take Face Off Nick Cage.
That's a good one too.
I have to think about it. This is way too big a decision to
That
be able
is.
to make.
No one else
I mean,
plays on air.
naturally,
You have
I
to
could
pick
do
on air
national.
Nick Cage.
Oh yes.
That too. Color out of space.
Yeah.
How about that one? Deep pull.
Con Air is fucking incredible.
Randomly,
Oh, yes.
for some reason, someone chooses to be adaptation Nick Cage.
Oh.
I put my glasses on back on now.
Yeah, me too. Where are my glasses? Okay.
None of us can see this whole game. It's fine.
Oh gosh. Oh, it's so bright in here now.
Woof. Okay, well,
Ooh.
thanks everybody for tuning in. This has been Once Upon a One Shot. If you would like to get involved, we do these once a month. All you have to do is join our Discord server. You can find that in the link in our bio on TikTok, but you can also message us pretty much anywhere, and we'll be happy to send that to you. We put out a call every month that somebody puts forth an adventure they want to run. It can be any system. You don't have to know how to play already. None of us knew how to play this game before tonight. It's all about learning and growing and trying new things together. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, Erika, so much for running this adventure. It's been so much fun. For Erika, James, Sean, other James, and me, Meg, have a good night and never stop playing.
Never
Bye-bye.
stop blowing up.
And never stop blowing up either. Don't do either of those things.
Yeah.